At this point, most fans already know what happened. The confession, the timing, and how everything unfolded so quickly, it's something that's still hard to process even now. But as time passes, new details and perspectives are starting to paint a clearer picture of what really went on behind the scenes of Travis Clark's affair. For those who have been following from the beginning, this all started during what should have been a deeply emotional moment for Katie Bates Clark. She had just shared the heartbreaking news of her pregnancy loss, a moment that already left fans feeling heavy. But within just a day, everything shifted. Travis came forward and admitted that he had been unfaithful, revealing that he had repeatedly broken Katie's trust. At the time, the timing alone raised a lot of questions. Why then? Why publicly? And why so suddenly, right after such a painful loss? But looking back now, it seems like the situation may have been more complicated than it first appeared. Travis didn't just admit to a one-time mistake. He openly said that he had repeatedly broken his vows. That one word alone changed how many people saw the situation. This wasn't a single moment of weakness. It suggested a pattern, something ongoing that had likely been happening behind the scenes long before it ever became public. And that's where things started to shift even more. Around the same time, fans began pointing out that there had already been quiet rumors circulating before the confession. Nothing confirmed, but enough small signs that, in hindsight, now seem harder to ignore. Some believed the truth may have been close to coming out anyway, which could explain why Travis chose to speak first, taking control of the narrative before things escalated further. But regardless of the timing, what stood out the most was how he handled it. In his statement, Travis didn't deflect or shift blame. He took full responsibility, admitting there was no excuse for what he did. He acknowledged the damage, the betrayal, and the pain he caused, not just to Katie, but to their entire family. He also made it clear that he was seeking help, committing himself to change, even while knowing that forgiveness was not guaranteed. Still, for many fans, that didn't make the situation any easier to accept. Because while Travis was speaking out, Katie was going through something entirely different. In her own statement, she described the situation as deeply painful, saying her trust had been broken. But instead of reacting publicly with anger, she took a much quieter approach. She chose to step back, focus on her children, and begin the long process of healing. She also revealed that they were seeking counseling, both individually and together, while she also had legal support in place as she carefully considered what comes next. And that's where things become even more layered. Because despite everything, Katie made it clear that part of her still wants to fight for her marriage. Not out of pressure, but out of belief. She spoke about taking things slowly, making decisions carefully, and putting her family first above everything else. At the same time, her emotional state has been very real and very raw. In a later update, Katie shared that some days are simply harder than others. There are moments where even leaving the house feels overwhelming. And because of that, she made the decision to attend a multi-day therapy intensive, something that shows just how serious and heavy this situation has been for her behind the scenes. Meanwhile, Travis has continued to speak out as well. Nearly 2 months after his initial confession, he shared another message, this time reflecting on everything that had happened. He described feeling ashamed, disappointed in himself, and fully aware of the damage he caused. But what stood out most was one line in particular. He said he is now desperately fighting for his wife and his family. That word, desperately, it shows just how much is at stake. And yet, even with all of that, the future of their relationship is still uncertain. This isn't something that can be fixed overnight. It's not something a single apology can repair. What's happening here is a slow, complicated process, one that involves trust, healing, and time. And maybe that's what makes this situation so difficult to watch. Because it's not just drama, it's real life unfolding in real time. So now the question becomes, where does this go from here? Do you think Katie and Travis can actually work through this? Or has too much already happened for things to go back to the way they were? Let me know what you think in the comments below. And if you want more real updates and deeper breakdowns like this, don't forget to subscribe, because this story is far from over.